Alrighty, how's it going everyone? 01 of 1 back again. And here we are in our lovely little Satisfactory build. So there's a lot that we need to do today. Basically, we're going to be sort of taking everything apart and then rebuilding it so we can make it more efficient, I guess. I guess the reasoning behind that is because we're not always going to have like Mark 1 miners on here. We're not always going to have the tier 1 belts. We're going to be, upgrading those things, right? So what we need to do is we need to build this in such a way that we can allow for expansion, right? So there's a lot that we can do here. And I guess we just gotta kind of get to it, but at the same time, it's like we need to, I guess, sort of build up what we have. I mean, we have a lot of stuff here, so we should be able to do quite a lot. Yeah, we have just a ton of stuff. Okay, so that's good. And then this is all of our, solid biofuel stuff, so that's good. And then how's this doing? This is still going through everything. Okay. Yeah, this is, there's a lot that this has to go through. And we still have a lot that we need to go through and process as well. Okay, so I suppose the first thing that we can do is to start building a platform somewhere and align it to the global grid, which is not something I didn't know about, but apparently it is a thing. And then also I have to think about what we're gonna do as far as height. I do know that I wanna have like a relatively large area, but at the same time I also kind of want it to be, I guess, built specifically for the machines that we have, not just a big open thing with a bunch of empty space, you know what I mean? So there's a lot to think about here. And I'm not sure how I want to go about doing that, but I mean, that's kind of what we're here for, right? So I suppose, I guess the first thing we can do is, okay, so that's the global grid right there. And that's kind of where it puts us. And the way you get that is you just hold down control, right? So you can see that it will go off of what you have here, but if you're off in the middle, and let's say that you are rotating stuff around, right? If you hit control, it automatically brings you back to the global grid. So that is actually pretty cool. So this is going to be kind of interesting as to where I want to put everything. I'm probably going to go with here. And then we're just going to build everything off of this. And then that's how, I guess, everything is just going to go. But I think if I'm going to do this right, then we're going to go with this guy. Okay, so we can do different heights here. Interesting. I think I probably want to go with that one. And that should keep us relatively above everything else, which I think should be good. And then that aligns us exactly with north, which is actually kind of nice. I like that. And now I suppose what we can do I have personal storage yet? Can I build that? I have this. I mean, that'll work, right? Put some stuff in there. Okay, so let's just kind of, okay, can we, how are you not lining up with that? Okay, that's weird. Okay, so it's like putting it in a 45 for some reason. I mean, it's cool that it can do that, I suppose, but still kind of weird. All right. So with that, we can build this little storage container thing here. Looks like we need some plate. We should have plenty of that, hopefully. All right. Yeah, we have a lot. Okay. All right, so let's try this again. That should be roughly in the middle. All right, so now I can start dropping a bunch of stuff off into here. Can I just like store all? Yeah, okay. And then I can build some more going back. Probably would be a good idea. And I need a plate. Of course, I put everything in here. Okay, so let's grab these things. And then I should be able to put these kind of back to back, I think. No, it's not going to let me. Okay, so that is a hard. Wait, no, that's because I don't have rods. Okay. Let's try this again. And that tree is in the way. Okay, so that is a hard limit there. Doesn't like that. But I can go there. I mean, I guess that's okay. And then I'll just have that kind of move over in there so I can just kind of keep filling up this guy with stuff as I need it. All right, so this guy can come down, and then this can all come out. And then I should probably turn or take this guy out here. Sorry, we're not making any more than what we've already got. Let's see, we can get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay. And then as all of that goes through and does its thing, we should probably turn the copper off as well. There we go. Okay, so that'll do its thing, and that'll be good. Now I just need to wait for this to finish doing what it's doing. Okay. All right, so, and then as each of these things kind of finishes off what it's doing, then I can slowly kind of take everything apart. So it's got like 16 more. This one has a lot more, okay. And then, let's see, we can probably take this out because we're gonna have to redo that. That all needs to stay for now. See, that can go off. And then we can go ahead and take all of this out. Okay, so now it's just kind of like a waiting game. I'm gonna go and grab whatever concrete I can. And we should have, Okay, I didn't put a storage container over here. That's fine. And then also, how's our little power station going? Or doing, I should say. Oh, we're still pretty good here. Okay. Get her done, I guess. Still doing its thing. Good to go. Lots of concrete, which is, you know, we're going to need a lot of concrete. And then I do want to make this look somewhat decent from the outside. And then also make it kind of interesting from the inside as well. I am nowhere near as talented as Kibitz, so if you're expecting that level of detail, it's just not going to happen. But I will try doing the best that I can. Space Engineers is, well, I mean, it's the game that I usually play and record and do stuff with, but that's more physical, I guess, as in related to physics. And so the things that you can do, it's easier to figure, you know, how to make something look good because you're also considering the physics of it. Whereas a factory, I mean, there's not really any physics in a factory, you know? You just kind of have a bunch of machines all kind of stacked together. So there's no like form that something should have. It's basically just filling in a box. Like you got a big cardboard box and you got a bunch of stuff that needs to go into it and you're just trying to figure out the best way to pack it all in. I mean, that's basically what this is. So that makes it a little bit more difficult to design, I guess. But, you know, I'm still gonna try, I guess. Okay, looks like this has stopped processing. Good. This is also stopped. Okay, good. Whoops. I wish there was a way to like unselect. Oh, did I just do it? So I just kind of hit shift and control. Or did I just hit shift? I don't know. No, it's... Okay, I don't know how I unselected, but somehow I did. So it's possible, I guess, to unselect. So I guess I'll have to, I don't know, keep an eye out for however the hell I did that. All right, let's see. And then this can all go, and then those actually need to stay because they still require some power. And then actually this one is done. This one is done. That one is still running. That one is still running. Okay. Those three are still running. This, I think, is full. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, we're making progress. Very slow, but steady progress. And these should be, yeah, pretty low for what is actually needed, which is good. All right, so how much does this still need to do? Quite a bit yet. So, I mean, this is pretty much just going to be me doing a lot of this kind of thing, just running around, moving things, or kind of explaining things as I go. I don't really have any sort of method to the madness. It's just going until I don't need to, I guess. Yeah, so this one's almost done. So we can almost get rid of a lot of this stuff here. We could probably get rid of this. All right, now how's our power output? Capacity is 70 megawatts, and we're only using, yeah, okay, so we can probably get rid of this guy and still be good on power. Yeah, that was, we were way the hell up there, so that should be fine. We can get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, and that. And then we'll see what we can do over here with the foundations. Okay, now I don't want to go over the edge here because I want to try to sort of keep that cliff look, I guess. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we've got 5 spaces here. So I think this would probably be the best place to move that building to. So I'm going to have to move everything out of here to something else and then put this down on here. But before I can really do that, all of this stuff needs to process as well. How are you doing? What do you... Okay, so that's done, basically. Good to go. How are you doing? You're good to go as well. Okay. So that can go, that can go. And then another thing that I need to start doing is getting the MAM up and running, and then also the resource sinks. We definitely need that going because I'm going to be integrating that basically into the entire design as best as I can. So it's going to require some forethought, I guess, because you know there's always going to be some amount of inefficiency, I guess. Like you're going to create like one more bar than what you need. And so instead of having things just kind of like sit there and build up, if you put that into the resource sink, you can take those happy little mistakes and turn them into points that you can actually use for stuff. So I think I'm going to go with that. But once again, I have to sort of figure out how I'm going to put all of that in here. It's got 11 left. This has got 16 left. Okay. I have to figure out how I'm going to put all of that into the design when I don't even have the design ready yet. So that's going to be difficult, we'll say. Okay, how are we doing here? Yeah, we're making a lot of biofuel, which is nice. That's going to power pretty much everything for at least a little while. Do we have more biofuel in here? Yes, we do. Okay. How's this doing? Yeah, we still have a lot left in here to do. I mean, I could just take all of this and just say hell with it. It's good enough. Which might actually be the best option right now, but then again, I am going to need the biofuels, so maybe not the best thing to do. I don't know, because then I'll have less spaces used up with stuff that still needs to be processed, so I'm trying to eliminate that if I can. Yeah, this is creating far more biomass than what I'm shipping out at the moment, because I'm only shipping out 60 because that's what I have right now. I could take a look at some upgrades here. And I'm going to need screws. I have all the wire. I have all of the plate. But screws, huh? Okay. I know I said not to do this, but this is going to be the fastest way for me to get all the screws that I need. So, yeah, we're just going to sit here for a while. And wait. Shouldn't take me too long. If it's 25 per 100, so I'm going to need 75. 3 ticks per is 225, so 225 ticks. And each tick is about a quarter of a second, so 225, so about 50 seconds. A little under a minute, and this should all be made. So that's not too bad. Do. Okay, so there's our 300 screws. A lot faster than, I mean, I suppose I could have. Okay, so that's our MAM right there.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field.
Good.
To ensure a greater chance of success,
I don't know if you guys can hear that or not.
An upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons.
Upgraded tool belt?
Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Okay, so I have 2 things in here now, so that's good. Where is the chainsaw? Can put that into my other. There we go. Okay, so that'll work there. And then another thing that I want to get going right away is the golden ore. I forgot what it's called. That is like quick something. I don't know, but it's been a while since I played this. I know that it's way over there. We went there in the last episode. I think that's a car crash right there, or not a car crash, but a space wreck right there. And I think the one that we need to get to is right over there, but we do need we needed foundations to get to it, and we've got those now. So how are we doing over here? Are you done with all of your stuff? Yes, you are. Okay, so we can get rid of you. How are you doing? You are on your last one. Perfect. Okay, so that is all of that, and now we just need to wait for it all to come out. That'll take about 3 minutes. Okay, so I suppose what we can do for the time being is to set up a miner. Well, actually, let me just add this to the, okay, useful. So we're gonna need one of these, we're gonna need one of these, we're gonna need one of these. We're also gonna need belts, supportable miners, everything else I've got. And then we're also going to need some biofuel. Okay, so portable miner. So we'll take that. And then we'll head over there for now. And I think if I were to jump off right here, I would land in water, but I don't think it's that deep. So I would probably end up hurting myself. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Yeah. Ow. Okay, and I don't have any kind of food to heal myself, so that's awesome. But I will regenerate to at least 3 bars, so that's good. That was just dumb. But yeah, I was right. I mean, it wasn't quite deep enough for me not to take damage, so. Man. Anyways, we're going to head over here. So that is the wreck right there. And I think where we need to go is over here. I know it's not as tall as that one. It's kind of like a medium height type thing. And now we're in the deeper water, which means that we're also moving slower. So that's always fun. I know it's foggy, but is that it right there? I think that might be it right there. It looks like it. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, perfect. So now, oh, and it's got the bugs. That's annoying. Okay, so we're gonna grab this guy here. And then we're gonna sort of get this going in here best as we can, I suppose. Actually, that looks kind of nice right there. Okay, so thicker foundation on the bottom. And then we'll run that out to here. And then that will go there. Okay. I really don't want to have to deal with these bugs, especially with me only having 3 health. It just makes me not happy. Okay. Come on, you little flies. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. These guys are gonna kill me. Okay. I mean, they don't have a lot of health, but the way that they fly is extremely annoying. Hey, buddy. Okay, good to go. So that should clear all of this up. Caterium, that's what it's called. I don't know why I thought it was quick something. Okay, so we need to build a better foundation in here somehow. And then I also need to get the miner on here in such a way that it doesn't interfere with the foundation. So let's go ahead and get that on here, and we'll go in there kind of like, I suppose like that. That'll kind of work. Okay, so now I should be able to build these things just kind of right along the edge here, which will hopefully give us enough space to do all the things that we need to do. Okay. This is probably going to hang over the edge. I don't like that. Yeah, that's hanging over the edge. Okay, so I suppose the first thing that we need to do is get this into a smelter. So let's build that. That will go in there. That's going to lift it up off the ground, but that's... Actually, hang on. Can we move this over? No. It's pretty much going to be where it's going to go. Okay, so, I mean, that's fine. We can make that work. And then we can run this up to here. That runs right in. That makes me happy. Okay. And then over here, if we did a collection, there we go, storage container. And then we kind of centered it. Ew, but it doesn't really look like that, does it? Can we move it over here? Yes, we can. Okay, so then I can kind of get rid of this one, which means we don't have the thing hanging over the edge, which is good. Have that move into there. Okay. And then we'll put in this guy here, connect that to there and to there. And then in this block, we'll put our little power biomass burner thing. We probably want this to go in here like that. Okay. So we don't have like any actual clipping, but we are kind of going over into soft clearance mode. That's why it was yellow. So yellow highlight, soft clearance, red is hard clearance, and you can't go inside another building's hard clearance, but if it's soft clearance, then you can. So that should be good. We can fill it up with all of the fuel. And then have this, and I can't make the deuterium yet. Okay. Which means that I need the MAM and a bunch of deuterium to begin with. Okay. Okay, so we have work to do. Actually, can I build a MAM out here? That would probably be the easiest thing to do, right? At least for now, anyways. Okay, so if we go into here, unknown metal. Okay, so we just need to grab some of this and it should unlock that tree. So we've got 70.
New technologies can be developed
There we go.
based on this new superconductive gold-like element, primarily in power and electronics. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Good. We're going to do some research here. Okay. Now we can make the deuterium ingots.
Resource added to the resource scanner.
Why you no
New
work?
research available in the MAM.
Or do I need to make this manually first before it actually shows up? Oh, wait, no, we need, okay. Sorry, I'm dumb. We just need ore, not actual ingots. Okay. Now we should be able to do this.
New recipe unlocked.
Good, good. All right. Progress is being made. This makes me happy. And we have actual deuterium ingots coming out. Good. Okay, so now we need 50 ingots to make the quick wire. That's what it was, quick wire. When I was trying to think and I thought it was quick something while I was thinking of this. Okay, so this inflated pocket dimension would be nice, but I'm not really too worried about that yet. I think this would probably be the more important thing to do, because then I can get this, which I believe is the little leg attachment things, which should make me run faster, jump higher, you know, all the good stuff. And that's going to be especially useful for building, because then I can jump up a full block height versus like half a block height normally. All right, or is it like 3/4? I think it might be 3/4 of a block is what you can jump up. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. But yeah, so we're doing good. And this isn't meant to be like the final thing that we've got going on here. This is just temporary, like everything else. This is just to get us a decent amount of deuterium ingots, so we can start making, you know, the more important things like smart splitters, because those are going to come in very, very handy, especially with the little thing in there that has, what is it? It's like overflow. Yeah, that's going to be useful, like super useful. So I definitely need that before I really start going super into the build for the factory. So it's just going to be it's going to be a thing. Now I could make all of this a lot faster if I did it myself, but as I said before, I am going to try to not do that if I can. And just kind of let the machines do it for me, because then it'll just be overall better. And I need 50 of these things, so we are still going to be waiting a little bit. Okay, so we can generate up to that line there. This is what we're using if the blue line is what we're using if we've got all of our machines working at full capacity. And then this darker line here is what it's currently being used at. So when you see it go up, that's when the miner ticks on. And when it goes down, because it didn't go down all the way, that means that our smelter is still working, right? So with just the smelter and the miner hooked up into the system, that's why the blue line only goes up to here and why you see it max out there. So a lot of you probably already understand this, but for those of you who don't, this is what we currently have if everything is running at 100%. Darker line is what we're actually running at, and then the light gray over here is what is possible for us to power. So just to give you an idea of everything that's going on, and also because I'm trying to waste time so I can get that. All right, so oh, the zip line, I forgot about those. This could be fun. Zip lines aren't really useful end game because we get better stuff than this, but for early game and like just getting up and down like levels of stuff, it's pretty useful. But it looks like we're gonna need to make some wire to move on. So let me, I know I said not to do this, but I'm just trying to get as far as we can with what we've got. Okay, so we need a craft bench. All right. And then I'll grab what I've got in here and we'll make some wire out of it. And I said we needed 100, right? Yeah. So we'll do that, and I think the next one's going to be power pole, like a Mark II power pole, I think, is what the next thing is. All right. How are we doing? I would like to donate this towards the cause, if you don't mind. All right, what do we get? Okay, this is what I want right here. So Blade Runners. I can't make them yet because I need those, and I can't make those here because I don't think I have the parts. Actually, I might have the parts to make those. It's gonna have to be all manual, and I'm gonna need these here so I can get those. And that's gonna require copper sheets, which I don't have access to here. Okay, but I might be able to get this going. So once again, don't do this if you have any other choice, but given that I'm kind of away from my base right now and I only have limited supplies, kind of don't really have much of a choice at the moment. Actually, can I even make those yet? No, I can't even make those yet. So it's like, what am I doing? Like, there's no point. But we'll grab some quick wire. We'll bring it with us. Copper sheets can't do anything with that. So I think we're pretty much done out here. And we're just going to let this kind of build up for a while. And then by the time I come back out here again, this should be hopefully mostly filled. And then, yeah. We'll just kind of hop down here and head back over. Now, I still do have an alpha spitter. I don't know what color it is, but it's down at the beach on the south side of where my base is. So the south side of the base, that little beach going in there, will lead me pretty much right to where my concrete is. But because that alpha is in there and because alphas hurt, especially when you aren't ready for them, I really need to run and not swim. Can we fix this? I don't want to swim. But yeah, alpha's bad. Going around alpha's good until we can actually kill them. Really, can you not stand right here? Can we? I would just rather run. And holding down shift, there we go, now we're running. Oh, now we're swimming. Okay, fine. Fine, be that way. Rude. Okay, can we run now? Yeah, so the alpha's in there, and then this would be the best place to get up in there, and now we're swimming again because reasons. But yeah. Can I see the alpha in here if I get close enough? Oh, there's some coal right there. That's nice. Yeah. So there's that guy. Dangerous, especially if you can't get away from them. I would advise not going after them with a Xenozapper. Probably not a good idea. I mean, you can do it. I've done it before. But generally not the best way to go about it. Okay, can you just go faster, please? Jeez. Are you gonna make me swim through here? Yeah, of course it is. See, so like, if we have like these deep pockets every once in a while, then I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so at this point, everything should have gone through all of its processing, so we should be able to take everything down now, which is going to be interesting because I have to move everything out of those containers and into different containers. Also, I want this to be not at that particular level, so I kind of want to go, okay, seriously, can we work with me here? There we go. I kind of want this to be kind of down like this, so we have to take like a ramp up into that area. I think that would actually look kind of cool. Okay, so don't need you, or you, or you, or you. And then that, I'll just take whatever's left over. Okay, and then these should also be done. And those can go. And then that can go, that can go. Okay, so the miner can stay. All right, so now we can start disassembling. Oh, hey, lizard doggo right there. Okay. Okay, we're at 32 of our 50 limit. 41, 47. We can take out these three. That's all 50. Good to go. Okay, now this can come off and we can get all of this out. Okay. All right, then we'll put these little half foundations down here. Kind of going around. Do we want to go out to there? Not really. Okay, so we'll just leave it like that. Okay, so now all of this has to move. I mean, I could just put it all in here, right? Okay. Take that out. Okay, so that'll be good. Sorry, little tree, you gotta go. Okay, so now we can put down our hub again. Now, let's see, we probably want a good view out of our living quarters, right? And then we probably want this to be centered as much as we can. I don't know. Let me just go out to here maybe. Maybe one more. Let's just see where that puts us on the edge. Oh, that puts us right on the edge. Perfect. Okay. And then we are roughly centered in here with room. Oh wait, no, that's where the spaceship goes. And then this is where we have all of this stuff. So, fuel. In there, 100 in there, good to go. Okay. And then we'll put this out there. All right, good to go. Okay, so that's a lot of room here. We probably don't need all of this room, but you know, gives us room for all that to go through. We're pretty much set at the edge over here, which is nice. We probably, well, no, we probably are going to need all of this stuff here. So let's see, because we're going to want the MAM, right? And the MAM we're going to want relatively close to all of this stuff in here. So let's see, I need 5 of those things. There we go. All right, MAM. And then we want this to be sort of in line. Or do I want this to go, ooh, I can put this at a 45. That actually looks kind of nice. Not gonna lie. I mean, it sucks that we have kind of like this little open space here. Like I would want it to be more tucked in, I guess. And then we're also gonna want an equipment workshop. And then this I can put in here. I think that'll work. Of course, that's gonna be right underneath the thrusters, but I mean, that's why it's got a roof, right? I don't know. Okay, so do I technically need anything over here? Do I need these 3 blocks here? I mean, honestly, we could have put this on 4 blocks instead of 5, or 3 blocks even. Okay, let me move some things around real quick. Sorry, I just set you up and now I took you down. Okay, so let's try this again. We're gonna center it on 4 blocks this time. Okay, so that gives us, okay, so that's more reasonable, I think. And then I think this is actually more reasonable here, which means that we can take this out here. And we have a smaller area to work with, which I think is better, generally speaking. Okay, so let's try this again. You can go there. You can go there. Now, hopefully this will be the last time that I move this. We will see, though. Okay, so now that I've got kind of everything moving a little better, I feel like I kind of want the MAM to be like diagonally this way. And then because we're going to have to get around here to replace biofuel every once in a while, it might be a good idea. Let's see, equipment workshop. So we'll put this over here. Okay, so that's looking better. Okay, so we'll put that there. I kind of wish that this could actually, you know, go to something, but I don't know. Why else have a door there if you can't go to something? Okay, so that's good there. And then how much do we have in here at the moment? Too much. Okay. So I'm going to make use of this. All right, so that don't need, I mean, food, I could probably use that. Okay, so all this needs to be processed. That can go there for now. These I'm not going to use yet. I may use them in the future. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what else is in here. Okay, so the quartz can go, sulfur can go, because I can't do anything with those yet. That can go as well. Okay. And then everything else just needs to be processed. Now, hopefully I should be able to take that apart and leave nothing behind. Good. And I still have some additional space, which is always good. All right, and now the MAM. Yeah, so I kind of want it to be like this, honestly. So kind of like off in the corner, but not like too far off. How does that look? I mean, I could put a railing down when I get rails, of course. We can move out another step here, but I think this is actually okay for now. Okay, so I could probably start researching those. So let me grab some of that, and this is going to make the medicinal inhalers, which is going to be useful for fighting later on. So we'll start that research. There's that one. Okay, so now that is going to allow us to make biomass from both of these. And I need 10 of those to do that one, so we can't do that, but we can do this one. Okay, so there's our medicinal inhaler right there. We're also going to need some mycelium, which I'm going to have to go and find. Pocket dimension, we can do that. Get ourselves some more space, I guess. And then we're going to need a lot of stuff to make that. I mean, crystal oscillators, the thing on the left there, that's more of like a middle upper end game. So not quite end game, but you know, it's pretty far up there. This one I don't know, but yeah, so I'm gonna need to kill some more little piggy guys or dogs or whatever you want to call them, the things that run at you. So to get more of those or more of the bugs, but I really don't want to fight the bugs. The bugs are really annoying. Okay, so what else do we need? I don't have enough for that. Zipline would be interesting to have. Not too worried about it yet, though. And this is probably more of what I need, but I don't have enough Caterium, so I'd have to go back and get some more because I am dumb and didn't get enough. Okay, so, but I would need to make modular frames anyways, and also copper sheets, so I'm going to need this to begin with, which means a lot of screws, which is fine. And then the resource sink, I'm definitely going to need that, so we'll do that one right away. Let's see, take all of that, take all of that, take all of that. Good.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on exoplanets bonus program. Funneling parts into the awesome resource sink.
The fact that they were able to make that
will grant you coupons
like
and awesome
right out
scores
awesome
in exchange for
is
bonus rewards.
awesome.
Examples of bonus content.
Okay.
Walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the future.
Yes, the
Build
awesome
an
shop.
kilometer. Go awesome.
Go awesome. So I think I might be able to put this in here. No, you're not going to let me. Well, I don't have enough screws anyway, so it's not going to let me place it anyways. Okay, so now that we've got kind of like our final place, I guess. So we need this 2-meter foundation. Okay, so that'll be good there. We could probably build it off of there as well and just kind of have it fade into the grass, which I think is probably going to be the best look for this. And then regardless of the thickness, they all take up the same amount of concrete. Doesn't really make sense, but you know, it is what it is, I suppose. But if we want to, and we can do something, I don't know, more nature-like over there. I have no idea what we have that could work there, but you know, it is what it is, I suppose. And then here we need to do that, so we can kind of walk down and up this thing, I suppose. And putting actually the awesome shop right there would probably be a good idea. And then we can do something else kind of over there maybe. And then, yeah, I suppose at this point, let's see, that's all the way in the ground. Okay, good. I do want to go to the thinner foundations as soon as I can. And then, zoop. There we go. So how far can we go over before it starts looking really, really dumb? Okay, so we're still, yeah, no, that's going to be over the cliff, right? Yeah, okay. So we will go there, and that's the 4-meter foundation. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so then over here we can do additional power, battery storage as well if we so choose. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the grass here. I might just cover it up with this thinner foundation. Yeah, so now we get nice solid platform to kind of do our thing on. And then we should be able to, okay, we can't walk up that, but that's fine. Okay, MAM research is done. That gives us an additional 6 spots. Good.
Pocket dimension has been
We have more room. Good. All right, so now here's the thing. I don't like wasting stuff. I mean, Satisfactory is all about being efficient, right? So I'm gonna put that there. And then we'll get rid of this, because right now having these things stacked on top of each other doesn't really make sense. Okay, can we click on that, please? Thank you. Yeah, so we're actually saving materials if we do this. There we go. And then that gets us all the way down to the ground here, which is also good. And we have kind of like a nice little stepped appearance here, which I kind of like, actually. Okay. And then we can run power poles on the back end here, stick in some additional biofuel burners, biomass burners, whatever they're called. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, so that'll be good here. All right, so this is future infrastructure for additional power if we need it. So I've got enough for, what, 5 spots there? Should be good to go. And if I really wanted to, I could use this step down here and put in more, if I so chose. All right, let's see, what else we got? Part assembly. Okay, so I think the first thing that we should probably start doing here is to extend this out as far as we want it to go. And then we're going to use this smaller foundation here. And the reason why we're doing that is that way we can leave some room underneath here for our lizard doggo to run around in if he wants to, or she. Okay, so let's see. What else can we do here? I kind of want to leave a spot open for us to kind of walk up in here. So let me... Can we even... No, we can't walk through there. Okay, so that's not going to be the place for it anyways, which is fine. All right. I do want to try to keep that little area of biodiversity in there. And then we'll just kind of run this out, I suppose. Is that as far as it'll go? Okay, so that was 10. This is so much faster. Like, you have no idea. Compared to what I had to do before to make like large platforms like this, night and day, man. Night and day. All right, so that should give us a decent amount of room. Let's see, where can I walk here? Okay, so we can walk up to here. So this is where we're gonna put our ramp going in. All right, so that'll be good there. And now we can walk under as needed, and then walk around to go up onto the top. So that will be good. Okay, so I suppose the next thing that we can do is to figure out our copper situation. Copper we don't need at the moment, but we will need later on because all of our piping requires copper. So if we can get this to go up into here, and then also, do I want it to go into storage right away, or do I want it to go into something else? Well, let's put something on here first. Conveyor lift. You're not gonna let me put it there. Okay, fine. I'd say this should maybe work. And then we'll bring this over, I suppose straight in would be about here. It's not ideal. I suppose it doesn't matter for now. I might be able to do something with walls later. But this will be good, and then I'll have this run into a container right away, so we can kind of stock up as needed. Okay, so that'll be good. Hopefully this can make the bend. It cannot. Okay. So then if we center it off of here, should be able to make that bend. All right, good to go. Okay, so that'll start filling up with all of our copper. And it's not powered yet, so that's just whatever was stored in there. And we can put in this guy here, power that up. And then we'll leave kind of the rest of this just to be kind of like wild, I guess. You know, keep all the trees and stuff in there. So that'll be fine there. And then we also have our iron, which we're gonna have to do something with. Let's see, how do I want this to go? I think I want this to go in here facing back like that. And the reason for that is because I want to kind of pull up over here so it gives me a little bit of room to move and maneuver, I guess, around in here. So we'll do that. And I need more concrete. Okay. Yeah, and the alpha is actually right down there, so I don't want to go too far that way because then I'll get spat at. And that particular spit hurts. So, okay, so let's see. Go over here this way. So I do want this to be, I don't just want it to be like a big flat thing that's all spread out everywhere. I do want it to have a little bit of spice to it, I guess. I want it to look interesting. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to have that work quite yet. And then also, can this go? It can. Question is, do we want it to? And we should be able to rise up through the floor, but I kind of also want to leave this open, you know, so we can kind of see like around it, I guess. Oh, I did not mean to go that far. Sorry. Okay, so that can come off. I thought something just spat at me. Saw some particle effects over here, but I think it was just that. Yeah, I don't think he can see me from the, over here. Okay, lizard, doggo running away. That's fine. And then I also am going to need some sort of support for all of this. I don't want it to just be floating in air. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. But another thing that I also have to think about is our next expansion, which is going to be that way. And that's how we can get to the coal that's in the bottom of that. I mean, it's kind of like a crater lake, I guess. Okay, so with that being there. All right, so let's hop up here. And then I suppose we can probably bring it just straight out to here. Is this going to line up exactly with the middle? Kind of, sort of. So it kind of makes me wonder if the nodes were also placed on like the global grid. Because I mean, if so, that's going to make things a lot easier. Because then I'll always have, you know, be able to just do a 2x3 area and have the whole thing just kind of stick out in the middle, which would be nice. But I don't know if that's the way that they actually did it or not. Now I could have that going down, or I could have it going up. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so that's going to get our iron up and running. And then once again, we are going to eventually get up to a Mark III miner, which I think can do, because these are pure nodes, I think it's like 600 a minute, or was it 1200 a minute? So, I mean, we got to leave room for the future. That's going to be interesting, and I think it's 600 per minute on a pure node, because I don't think we have belts that can handle 1200. Anyways, okay, so we have that coming in here. We're going to need some place to store it, and I think we can do that kind of right here, actually. Okay, so that will go directly into there. So we have copper, we have iron. We have another iron node over here, and we have a hidden iron node down in here. At least I think it's still hidden. And that third iron node kind of really reinforces the fact that this is a great place to do a starter base. Okay, so let me see if I can find it. So it doesn't have like the little iron plate looking thing, like it doesn't have that. But you can actually clip a miner to it. So I think it's down here. So as you can see, like there's no obvious, indication that there's any kind of an iron thing here. And hopefully they haven't moved it, because that's gonna make me feel real stupid. There it is, right there. So you see how it clipped to it? So yeah, hidden iron node right there. But I'm gonna need more plate. So let's go and get that real quick. And then I'll set the other one up over there. Now that one is visible, you can see that one. Let's see, is it in? No, it's back here, in here. Or am I just out? I think I'm just out, which means I need to build more things. Or take down some of those things. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I have lots of ore here. So how much do I need to set up a smelter? I need more wire. Do I have more wire? I do not have more wire. Do I have copper? I mean, yes, I have copper. I should have like 100 in here. So we'll take that. So we'll make a few of these. Just enough to make some wire. And then we'll make a few of these. So that way we can make a few of these. I need one more. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it's 3 to 2. Okay, good to go. Originally it was 2 to 1. 2 iron bars to 1 plate. They did change that though. So instead of 50% efficiency, you get 66% efficiency, which is, better. Okay. So we are going to have 60 coming out of here, right? Right. And we're going to have to process all of that 60, but also keeping in mind that we're going to have to change this in the future. Okay, so then if we do process this, this will take 30, which means that we need 2 to process what we've got to its entirety. Oh, right, and those... is that centered? It is not. Okay, I forgot that the smelters weren't quite a block wide. The constructors are. Smelters not. Okay, so then we'll go here. And then is it there or there? I don't know. I don't think it really matters. It's that's not centered. Okay. Is that centered? That is centered. Is this centered? It is not. Okay. There we go. All right, so if we're coming out of here, we're going to put our merger, or not merger, but splitter here. And I think we can place it in the middle here and it should still work. Is that centered? That is centered. Okay. Okay, and then you can take the rest of that. All right. I need more plate. Okay. So first things first is we need power. I'm going to put power pole back here. Of course, I need more wire. Grr. Should have made more parts, I think. Okay. And then we'll put another one over here. All right. And we'll put one here on the corner because why not? And then, so once I have the leg upgrades, I'll be able to actually jump up on top of there with ease, which will be nice. I need more wire. Oh my god. I'm trying to do this like as sparingly as I can, because once again, I'm trying not to rely on this too much. Just kind of annoying sometimes. Okay, and then we'll run this to a pole here. So we're kind of going around the rock face. Okay, so that'll get us making some of that, which is good. And then I'm also going to need to run this over to the miner, so that way it can start pulling up all of the goodness. Okay. And I suppose the next two smelters we can put here. Yeah. There's some ingots that should give me 10 plate. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so that gives us 13 total, which means that we can complete that thing there and at least keep that guy going. Good. I could, I suppose, hook up this one. Of course, I'm going to need more plate now, but that's fine. As long as I can get everything running, that should be good. Okay, more plate. Now, I have to keep in mind future development, and it's going to be a lot of taking this stuff apart and rebuilding it. So, I mean, I can't even... Well, no, because that's... Wait, no, that's 120 coming out of there, isn't it? Yeah, because it's a pure node. Okay, so, but the belts that we have can only handle up to 60, so that's good for that. But as soon as we get up to the 120 belt, then we're going to need 4 of those. Okay. Okay. So that's going to be Logistics Mark II, which is going to require that to be built, which is screws and plates. Which I think is... Well, no, because we can't make these without the assembler, which is in part assembly. So we need to make this one. Okay, so that's our next milestone that we're going to be shooting for. Okay, what can we do in here? I think we can get rid of some of our quartz, at least get some of this stuff kind of unlocked a little bit. And I think the next one requires like 50, so I'm not going to be able to do that one. No, 20, I can't do that one. Okay, good. So that'll allow us to make some quartz crystals, which is good. And then we can also make silica, but I need to unlock that first, so that's fine. But yeah, there's our crystal oscillators, and you can see that these require both the modular plates and the crystals, so you need a good source of quartz. I don't know if there's a good source of quartz around here. I don't know. Trying to think. Actually, I think there is one over there. I think there's also sulfur over there too. But it's not in the crater, it's up over the cliff on the far side of the crater. I know for sure that sulfur is there. I don't know if quartz is there. And then if you go into the Crater Lake area over there and you follow the low path that goes over here this way, you'll find a huge water node, in case you need to do anything with water over there. So I mean, like, and then plus you've got the ocean right here, so you've got plenty of water around here for doing good stuff. So I mean, this is really, it's a really good starting place. It's just, I don't know, not the easiest thing to get to, I suppose. Okay, so next thing that we need is probably to start processing. We need more wire. More wire. Okay, so that should give me enough wire for a little while at least. Woof. Where are you going? So silly. Okay. Alright, so we can put a splitter here, which means smelter here. I think that's centered. Yeah, that looks centered. And that should be good to go as well. Alright, and then splitter going this way. And then we'll put a pole here. Which means we're probably also going to need to put a pole here. Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to reach there, which is fine. Because that will. Okay. And then we can put this one going back to here, this one going back to there, and everything lines up and it's amazing. Okay, next thing is going to be getting this guy going. So 1, 2, curving right in, good to go. You will be set up for copper. You will also be set up for copper. And as long as I'm here, you can have all of my copper. Okay. So that works for that. And then this is still doing its thing. Good. Oh, this is full already. Nice. Okay. So that's good there. Do I have walls yet? I don't know if I have walls yet. I would like to have walls, but I think I need to unlock those in the Awesome Shop, which needs to go down here. And I need plates and screws. Okay. So do I have... Yes, okay, so I can make 5 of the assemblers. Good. Okay, so then this is putting out 30 per minute. So if I build 1 assembler... No, constructor, not assembler. Okay. And then we'll center this guy here. Okay, so you, if I want you to make plate, you require 30 per minute. Okay, so that means you should be able to go straight into there. And then for this one, I think that requires 15, so we need to split that off into 2 so that way we can make the rods. Okay. Let's see. I need more plate. I really don't want to take all of that, but you know what? So we'll fill that up like that, and then we can put in... Are you not going to let me? Oh no, yeah, I can place it there. Okay, good. Soft clearance. Gotta love it. Oh, crap. Okay. So then this can go to here. So if that's 4, okay, let me think here. So if I put this, I need more wire. Of course I need more wire. Okay. How are we doing? Lots of stuff. Good. Wire, please. There we go. Okay, so that can go there. That can go... Okay, so then this can come off. That can go to there. That can go to there. Okay, so now everything is back and powered. Good. And this is doing its thing. Has no power, right, because you need to connect it. Okay. All right, so that's good to go there. So that should be feeding itself now. I can put in the rest of that, which is good. Okay, and then the next thing that I'm going to need is another constructor here to make rods. And then this, I believe, requires 15 ins, so we need to split this because this is coming out with 30. So let's see, splitter. I need more plate. Luckily I have plate being made. Good to go. Okay, so that'll go there. And that will feed into there. And start making the rods right away. Okay. Now we're going to have excess bars here because I'm not going to make the other one yet. Because I need to start making some stuff with this. Okay, so now that is making all of the things. That's already full. Okay, good to go. Okay, so the first thing, actually all of these are going to be making wire. But, okay, so if I need to make wire out of this, that requires 15. This is putting out 30. Okay, so this needs to split off into 2. Problem with that is this is where we have our entrance. Let's see. Well, I mean, right now we just need this stuff to be made, right? Okay, so that will go and start making my wire. Good. And then I think we'll have one of these making wire, and the other one will be making the copper plate. Copper plating. Which I don't have yet. Okay, so that's going to have to be a thing that I have to unlock, which is fine. Yeah, so the copper sheet's going to require that. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is get some screw production up and running. So we've got plate, we've got rods. We're going to need to do another of rods. Okay. Set this up to do its thing, make sure it's got power, good to go. Okay, and then immediately after this, we're going to put another one. And I need more stuff. Okay. I should be able to make those with what I've got so far. Yep. Okay, good to go. Okay, now we need more power. Good to go. And that's why I have these things here. And I need more wire. Hopefully I made enough. Good. All right. Now I just need to fill that up with some biomass and then flip the switch. And we should be good to go. And I might as well fill up these as well. Make sure that we're good to go for a while. Okay. So we're back up and running, which is good. This is not the end product here, but this is just what I need to put together so that we can start, you know, making all the things, I suppose. All right, so we have to let that process for a while so that we can start building up more stuff. In the meantime, I can go and put in that other miner. Make sure that I have all the pieces and parts for it. I do. Good to go. Oh, also, that needs 10 per minute. This is putting out 15, so we're going to end up with a surplus of 5 iron rods. So this is kind of like why having the resource sink kind of set up is useful, because then you can take those like weird like leftovers, especially if you're not building in bulk yet, and kind of make something out of them. But yeah, so that is where the hidden iron is. And actually, which way? That way? Yeah. And then there is another iron node right there, and these are all pure. So right off the bat, that's 360 iron ore coming out of the ground, which is really nice. And then you get 120 copper ore right out of the ground right away, which is also really nice. I don't know if the concrete, or the limestone, I should say, is pure or not. I don't know. But what I do need is another mini miner. There we go. Okay. So here's the thing with the iron, right? So of all the things you can make out of the iron, at least vanilla without having extra recipes, you've got plates, you've got rods, and those rods can become screws. So that's 3 different things, right? So what you can do, and this might actually be what I will do, is you max out each of these nodes to build each one of those things. So like one node will be making plates, the other node will be making rods, and then the third node will be making screws. And it works out pretty well. So that is what I'm going to be trying to do anyways. All right, now this guy can go face this way. Is that correct? That's correct. I think that might be correct. Okay, so there's that. So we've got iron, 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 and then copper behind the little mountain thing there, and we've got limestone over there. So that's pretty much all the resources that are in this general area, but that's really all you need for a starter base. And then you've got the Caterium over there, relatively close. It's not too far away, which is nice. We might actually end up making a belt system just to kind of bring it up into this area, and then we'll upgrade it as needed. Okay. But as far as power goes, if we did build each of these things up to build like full out, like 120 ore making plates, 120 ore making rods, 120 ore making screws, we would have to fill out all of this with power, and yeah, that would be kind of annoying. Okay, so now let me see what we've got for like walking space here. Okay, so we should be able to kind of walk along here. We can put rails up in here as needed. I think that'll work. So then what I'm thinking about now is our biofuel production. So let's see. And we still need to put our awesome shop down over there. We're gonna need a lot of screws for that. So let me just see what we've got built up so far. 200, nice. I think that's enough to make the shop. Good. I don't know like which way this thing is supposed to go, but I know that you can access it from any side. Oh yeah, I forgot we had those. That's going to be interesting to play around with, I think. Okay, so roofs, not worried about those yet. Road barriers, not worried. Railing, I will need. Modern railing? versus industrial railing. Interesting. Okay, so walls, we're definitely going to need tilted walls. Isn't that kind of like a roof? Gates, interesting. Door walls, interesting. Inverted ramp, wall bundle. Okay, so this floor hole is going to be amazing. So we're definitely going to want that. Let's see. Hypertubes eventually. Pipes, we're going to need those eventually, but we're not there yet. These are useful, especially when you start building things inside, but I'm not too worried about that yet. Foundations, all kinds. Organization. Okay. Okay, I'm not worried about any of that stuff yet. Customizer, not worried about that yet either. Don't ever spend any of your stuff on this. That's just a bad idea. Just a waste. Okay, so I think we're gonna want, oh, but these look nice too. I think I'm gonna go with these actually, because they go all the way to the edge. Like if you look at the catwalk crossing, the second one down, and you look at the corners, like it goes all the way to the corner. Whereas if you look at this one, same thing, it's got like a little cutout there, and that can be kind of annoying. So I think I'm gonna go with these ones. I mean, I'm gonna get everything eventually, but for right now, for the immediate future, or not immediate future, but the present, I don't know, just ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I will get everything, but for right now I need to prioritize like the things that are going to help me out the most. I kind of want to make towers here, and then just have like the tower be centered around the miner, and then everything that the miner does just be directly above it. And then, you know, I can pull things out as needed, just put storage up on the top floor or something like that. But yeah, so let's see. I need lots of plate. I need cable, lots of cable. I also need to sneeze, so give me 1 second. Okay, are we back? It looks like we're back. Are we back? Okay. Just had to check the little equalizer bar thing, make sure it's working. Sometimes I click the button and the light will go solid, meaning that it's, you know, not muted. But for some reason it doesn't record sound. All right, so we have lots of wire now. Good. And then I think you could probably start making wire as well for now. And I need more plates. Okay, so that should allow us to start using that stuff up. And then, let's see, the next thing that we want to do is make some cable. So we'll put that kind of here. I think that'll work. That'll just feed directly into there and make the cable. Once again, we're not going for like super efficiency here. This puts out 30, so this is only going to be half efficient. I could plug both of these into there, and then, you know, we'd get something. But not quite yet. Okay, so we'll have wire in here, we'll have cable coming out of here. And then we will eventually get this to a place where we can actually start really pumping out the upgrades. So for now, let's just dump in kind of what we can. Okay, so that's full all the way. It's like halfway full. And we're definitely gonna need some more of that. We're also gonna need more bars. Or not more bars. I have bars, I don't want the bars. So these bars need to go into there. And you don't have power. Oh, and I need wire. Okay, more cable, whatever. There we go. Okay, so now we should be cooking with gas. Okay, so we're creeping up towards our limit here. I'm gonna have to get the biofuel processing up. So I think I'll do that kind of. So I kind of want it to like end here, right? So let me see. I need more plate. That'll work for now. So I want the biofuel to come out here. And then I want the inputs of the leaves and the wood to go here. And then if I had a smart splitter, I could just put everything into here and then I could just split it out intelligently. So do I want to look into that? What do I need for that? I need the copper sheeting. Okay. And to get the copper sheeting, I need this thing going. So I guess we just kind of wait. Let everything kind of process. Okay, that'll get us reasonably close. Do we need rods? Not really, but we'll take them anyways. Cable, need more of that. Wire, we don't really need wire. So I'll just leave that for now. That's gonna stack up to 500 anyways. Okay. Okay, so at this point it's basically just a waiting game. I can make the cable process a little bit faster if I manually fill this up, because once again this is only running at 50% efficiency, so that should get us going with our cable pretty quick. Plate is just about done, so I'm not really too worried about that. Screws are also almost done, so I'm not really worried about that too much either. So that'll put us at 420, 436. So that's, I mean, that's basically there, right? Or is it 426? No, I think it's 436. I'm trying to do like math quick in my head. 436, okay, so. Don't need much in the way of screws. And it's just happily pumping them out anyways, so that should be fine. Something I can do is switch this over to iron plates for now. And then that way we can pump out plates a little bit faster, which will be good, I think. And once again, I don't have enough power. And once again, the power comes down to the amount of biofuel that I have and can make at the moment. We're running near full capacity, which means that these things are burning through their biomass pretty quickly. So this one should be at like what, one? No, it's not too bad. But I do need to keep these things full because reasons. Okay, so we can put that in there because that's what's going to go in there anyways. Let's see, the wood And the leaves can go in there. And that's going to have to go after the processing. So I'm not really too worried about that yet. All right, how are we doing over here? 64, that's exactly as many as we need. Perfect. Okay, we need 126. We have 77, so we need like another 50 of those. And we have some plates. So we're almost good with the plates. And then we're just going to be waiting on the cable. And that'll get us good on the plate. We need 49 cable. We have 15. Okay. Okay, so we need another 32 cable. 34 cable. I can count, I swear. Okay, so now we just kind of wait, I guess. But yeah, so once we have this next upgrade, immediately I need to start making some of the copper plating, copper sheets, because I need those to make the AI limiters. And then from the AI limiters, I need to make a bunch of those. That way I can make the smart splitters, because those smart splitters are going to make my world so much better. And I've put many, many hours into this game. Probably over 1,000 at this point. So I haven't gotten quite to the end game, but I've gotten pretty damn close to it. I've gotten all the way up to nuclear power and trying to get that thing running, which is kind of a pain, but you know, it is what it is. But then at that point I kind of switched over to Space Engineers and started playing on that. Then, you know, kind of Satisfactory moved on ahead, which is good because then you get to kind of start off fresh set of eyes, I guess. Okay.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated. Project assembly parts can now be constructed and assembled via the space elevator. Note: project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
Alright, so now we can start making the space elevator, which is going to be needed in order for us to upgrade to coal power so we can stop using all the biofuel. So we need to start running that as quickly as we can. I have a feeling that my concrete is just about full, so I'm going to go and grab that. Yeah, yellow, so definitely full. I just passed a bird. Alright, and we're at about an hour and 53 minutes into this video. I figure I'll stop it at like 2 hours. Okay, so we have 700 concrete. I don't know how much I need for the space elevator, though. Oh, just 500. Okay. Okay. So we should be able to build this pretty quickly. So we could maybe start working on the space elevator for the next episode. And then start working our way towards coal power. And then once we have the coal power, then we can start pushing towards oil production. And then the oil is actually pretty close to here too. I mean, it's not like super close, but it's kind of close. So if you look out over here, those islands right there, that's where the oil is. Right there. I think, like, it looks like it's pretty close from here, but I think the coal is actually closer at this point. But yeah, so we can do a bunch of stuff out there. Basically put up, I think there's three oil nodes out there, and we can just kind of move them in here this way and build, I don't know, on the beach or something. Or we could do something completely different. Who knows? That's kind of what I did in the last Satisfactory kind of season thing that I did. Season 1, I guess we can call it. And at that point, I was like starting on making like a bridge around the world, like literally around the world. We started from here, went over to the coal, started going through the plains biome, and then over into the swamp biome, and then we made it all the way around through all that stuff over there, over into the desert biome, like the deep desert biome. And then from there, we started moving our way towards the other desert biome over here, the starting area biome, but we didn't quite get there yet. But that's kind of where I ended that season. Dude, what are you doing? Silly doggo. Okay, let's see. So we have parts, yes? Yes. We have these things, yes. Okay, good. Okay, so we are going to need more Caterium, I think. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go and run over to the Caterium, and there is actually a relatively easy way to get there. It does involve running sort of past the alpha that's in here, but maybe I'll find some other little critters that I can forcefully relocate permanently. Okay, so I think there was an alpha around here. Yeah, so that alpha there, and he's just guarding that guy, right? So there's that guy. And then there's another alpha down there, which we kind of want to stay away from if we can. So we're going to take the long way around, kind of hugging this little rocky outcrop, I guess. And that should get us roughly outside of the range of the alpha over there. And then once we have that, then it's just a pretty easy walk down through here. And then we get to this place over here. So this is another beach. And then we have another alpha. This is the one that kind of rushes at you over here. Let's see if we can get... Oh, we got bugs over here too. That's lovely. Let's see if I can see the alpha over here. I know he's over here. Hey, buddy. Where are you? He is over here. Guaranteed. But, yeah, so you gotta watch out for him. And then we can head over here, grab some Caterium, probably refill the power as well. Let's see. MAM. Do we need the MAM? I mean, I suppose we don't not need the MAM, but we'll take that down, I suppose. Okay, how are you doing? You're actually doing okay. And we have a lot of this stuff, so that's good. I'm gonna bring like 500. And we'll leave the rest for now. Okay. And keep in mind, I am still at 3 bars of health. I have not recharged myself quite yet. That will come back to bite me one of these days, just not yet. And then I don't remember if there was a node up here. I feel like there was a node up here. Either that or angry aliens that don't want me here. Could be. But I thought there was another node. And if there's an alpha up here and it shoots at me, then I'm basically dead. Was there not another one? I thought there was. No, I guess not. Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of a different area. possible. Okay, so Alpha's over there around the alien artifact, so once again we gotta sneak over here towards the edge. And run along the rock face. Okay, good to go. And then I'm gonna have to set up another assembler to run the quick wire. Or I could just do it manually. I mean, I don't have the infrastructure yet for the Cateriums, so... And what do I need, like 100? And I've already got 80. So maybe it makes more sense to do it like this. Okay. So let's get our AI limiters. I need 200, okay. And I need more of the plating, which is fine. So, or not plating, but sheeting. You know what I mean. And then I need to make another 100 of this. And also, if you hold down the spacebar, it's the same as clicking here. So if you want to save your mouse and save your pointer finger. And then also, if you have something heavy and you set it on top of your spacebar, it'll just kind of auto create for you, for as long as you have, you know, the pieces and parts to make stuff. Okay, so that'll be good there. We can get our AI limiters. All right, so that's that. I could probably also start making these. So I need 10 modular frames. Okay. And then also these. So I need 10 AI limiters. That requires more Caterium, more quick wire. Okay. Wait, hold on. So we're gonna need 200 quick wire and 50 sheets. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to do just some sort of constructor. I mean, I could just put it over by itself just to make this stuff, the quick wire. But by the time I finish making all of this, all of the copper sheeting should be done. So I should be able to make the 10 AI limiters right away, which will be good. And then I should have enough pieces and parts to make the, what do you call them? Oops, made too many. Reinforced iron plates, yeah, those things. Okay, so... yeah, so that's enough there. We're gonna grab just a ton of these things. We've got 500, which is good. 200 there. Do I need these? Probably. I'll take... oh wait, no, those are making... I need these to make rods again. Okay, what are we doing here? That's fine. Okay. Okay, so I need to make 10 of the AI limiters. Okay. Once again, if you can automate this, you should. You should not be doing this stuff manually. I'm kind of in a hurry, and I don't have the infrastructure yet for the quick wire, so it's kind of what I'm stuck with. Okay, now I needed this and what? 50 of those. Jeez. Well, I mean, I can make 41 of them, so that's always good. This is not exciting. It's kind of like the opposite of exciting, actually. But once I get the smart splitters, which have the overflow function, then I can start pumping things into the recycler, the awesome sink, whatever you want to call it. And I can start getting the tickets, which I need to get the other things, which I need to continue building. So it's all just kind of part of the deal, I guess. Okay, and I need to make 4 more. And then I also want to make, that's cable, I don't need cable at the moment. Okay, hopefully that'll be enough screws. Yeah, that'll definitely be enough screws. Yeah, so I need to make the modular frames as well, which is also going to be time intensive, requiring lots of plates and stuff. I mean, honestly, man, like what is the proper way to do all this stuff, right? Because I know I'm gonna need all of the things, right? But I also know that I'm not gonna have the power. I mean, yeah, I can fill these things up and keep refilling all of these things with biofuel, but I'm gonna run out. That's the problem that I'm facing with right now. So, and I don't want to start ripping down everything around here because I do want to keep a lot of this stuff there because I do like it being green, especially since we're making factories and stuff. Okay, so the next thing that we could do is start looking into what it takes to make those, because that's going to make everything faster because I can run faster, jump higher. But what is that going to take though? So to make these, you need 3 each. To make 2, I need 10, so that's 15 of these. It's actually not bad, actually. And we are over our 2-hour mark by about almost 9 minutes. But, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. Okay, so we need more plates, more screws. Good to go. Enough to make 4 more at least. Okay, so that's enough for 2 more. Hey, can you take some of this stuff? Thank you. All right, 1 more space cleared up. Good to go. All right, so that is enough. Okay, 1 more and I can make 4. Okay, good to go. Okay, so there's 15, which means I can now make 10 of these. Good. And then I need 100 of the quick wire. Last one. Good. Okay, so next thing. More of this. And then after this, we really need to start working really hard on building up for the space elevator. And yeah, we're gonna have to make the first set of parts, which I think is like 500 of those things. I made way too much. Talking, not paying attention. This is what happens. Okay, so with that, I should be able to make the Blade Runners. And then this is got a little less than a minute left, so that's good. We can get the Blade Runners unlocked right away. And then I think we can call it a video. Yeah. And then in the next episode, we'll work on setting up the space elevator. And then getting that first thing unlocked so we can start working our way over to the coal, so we can start getting our coal power. And the good thing about where the coal is in the crater is you've got 4 nodes. 1 is blocked though. But you can take 3 of those nodes, and at the bottom of the crater is a lake, so you've got water as well. So we need to start stocking up on our copper sheeting. But then again, I mean, we need just so much stuff still. So it's just going to take time. I think that's all it's going to take is just time. Okay.
New building unlocked.
Good. All right, so that is that. We've got our Blade Runners, we've got our Smart Splitter, and that Smart Splitter is going to start making things so much easier for us. But yeah, so we've got that going. I think we are good to go for this episode anyways. And I wish it could like let us like actually sleep. Like that would be kind of cool. Or, you know, use the bathroom. Maybe not that, but we got a kitchen here. I think that's a refrigerator with like, they didn't even really decorate it. And we can't even sit down on here, you know? I thought they made it that we could play like a game on here or something. Maybe they didn't. Anyways. Why do they have a moose? We don't have any of those on this planet. Okay, anyways, that is the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is our view. It's a little foggy right now, but that's all right. Yeah, I don't know when the next episode is going to come out. It might come out tomorrow. It might come out next week. Earliest tomorrow, latest next week. So stay tuned. And whenever you see a little blip show up in YouTube saying, hey, there's a new video, just come and join me. All right, but that's all I got. So until next time, have a good one.